So if we just held ourselves accountable and we ate our own shit, then we'd be able to move on free. You know, I'm free as a motherfucking bird. I know there's a couple things from my past that may come back to eat me in the ass, but I'm not ashamed of nothing I've done. There's one thing that I did do that I really hope can't come back to eat me up, but you know, if it does, then shit, I did it. Hey. Anyway, otherwise we just gotta hold ourselves accountable and not live in shame. You know, if enough of us, because yes, people, we live in shame because we don't want to be judged. Boom, right? But if enough of us chose to do right, not judge, not say we don't judge, because people say that but don't mean it. I need to find a light real quick. But if we actually didn't judge, what if? What the fuck if enough of us didn't judge? Dre doesn't judge me. I judge his ass like a mug, but he doesn't judge me. Maybe he does. I don't know in about 50 years how this nigga really feels about me, because every year he let a little something else slip out. So about in 50 years, I'll be able to tell you if this nigga judges me. But anyway, you know, if we just stop judging each other in a large enough number that the motherfuckers who are still judging are the odd men out. Y'all gonna be judgy over there in your little judgy world. We don't do that shit over here. We're real over here. We're comfortable in our motherfucking skin over here. That's what the fuck we're doing over here. You know what I'm saying? If enough of us did the right thing, then we could change our realities in a high number. Not just one-offs. You know what I'm saying? But in a high numbers. That's what I believe. I'm about to get off this bitch. I got like 100 videos. My bad. See why you're upset. You shouldn't have turned the light on, Michael. You should have let Kaden turn it on. Now you done started some mess. I asked Kaden to turn the light on and Michael turned it on and now it's a big stink. He done stomped his feet up out of here and slammed doors and all kinds of stuff. We gotta work on that.
I don't know where he went.
He went to the living room. Ain't too many places to go.
No, he...
I'm gonna tell your dad on you anyway.
Hey, yo!
Yup, it sure is.
Hey, yo, you don't. I'm gonna get so mad at you and I'll beat you up.
You ain't beating nobody up.
Yep, I'm more stronger than you, so weak.
I know you could throw a good little punch, but you can't beat me up.
I definitely can.
You probably can't. I'm not going to have this argument with you. You can't beat me up. Just on GP, you can't beat me up.
Yes.
I can't show my face if I let a 5-year-old beat me up. Therefore, you can't beat me up. Just on the strength alone.
Hey, well, don't look at my little face.
Why are your hands so cold? Go away.
Because I was outside.
I know, and that's a problem, and I'm telling your dad.
No.
No, you shouldn't have did that. You knew better.
I don't.
I'm not happy with you at all. Get off my head, boy.
If you don't be happy with me, I will change you mad and go somewhere else and move.
Okay, where you moving to? Let me know.
You better don't move you better don't move somewhere else. I can be alone.
You better don't. When I worked at a group home, there were some girls there who actually came home from school and their family had moved. So it's possible.
Hey, so we moved in his house.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I came to get on this thing before I was so rudely interrupted. Excuse me, no, let me talk.
The other house was filled with spiders.
There weren't any spiders, and no, let me talk.
Yeah, what the? Where you know that house where like black spiders? I was scared of spiders.
You're still scared of spiders. Was is past tense. You are currently scared of spiders.
No, we're not.
Oh, okay.
I want to be bit by a spider. I love the spider.
You don't want to get bit by a spider. You are not Spider Boy. Anyway, the reason why I hopped on here is because my daughter came and reminded me that I wanted to make the point to the conversation that I was having with Jonathan today. And how when I went to church, cut it out, how when I went to church, I learned that God gives vision to people in threes, and I thought it was literally just 3 individuals, the actual vision to execute. But what God gives is not only the vision to execute, but also to support, also to believe in, you know what I'm saying? Support comes in so many different ways, and people are given those visions. And so, So Jonathan is one of the people who believed in me first. And I told him, I was like, actually, you knew me before you knew me, because I wrote a book way back in the day, and his mother bought the book. And so his mother has been a fan of mine from the first book that I wrote, and then the universe brought it to where she got to meet her favorite author, which was really trippy for me to hear that I was somebody's favorite author, right? And so I got to meet his mother, and she's a really good friend of mine now. But we were brought together, he's one of the people that we were brought together in cosmetology school. And so we were brought together in cosmetology school so today that he could set up an opportunity for my daughter who wants to become a pilot to fly an airplane. So, you know, you never know what's going on. And that was the point that Jonathan was making, that steps were made back then for today to happen. He didn't just become a supporter of me. He's been a supporter of me, and he was saying how he used to look up to me and how mature I acted compared to everyone else. And it's because I came from a corporate background. Everybody in cosmetology school came from the streets, came from, you know, high school, came from, you know, other backgrounds than I came from corporate America. And so, and I want to say, yes, and college. So I had college behind me. I had corporate America behind me. So I had all of this programming and training behind me on how to act, decorum, right? And so, hold on. So when he says how mature I act and all that stuff, yeah, because I lived in a different space. I wasn't the oldest, but I was the maturest, so to speak. You know, and he said I was one of the people that looked up to him, and so, or he looked up to, and that he, you know, because of me being one of the people he looked up to, it helped him push forward. And so I've been inspiring him, and he's been a supporter of mine. And so I was like, and I understand what he's saying, and that's beautiful. And so I remove him from the equation. But everybody else, I'm just playing. But you know, God gives the vision to everybody, because I've tried, like I said, I've written books. I got a whole degree to be a teacher. I've tried so many different things in my life. I have so many business cards. I wrote a post a long time ago about how I have 6 business cards. That represents 6 failures. I was in a dark space at that time. And how it hurts me to see those business cards, because it reminds me of times that I tried and I failed. But now that I'm in a space, I can look at those business cards and I can see it as a time that I tried and I got closer to my target. I didn't give up. I didn't quit on myself. I just hit reset, and I may have swung back to the other side, and that's when I swing from spiritual to physical. I may have swung back to the other side for a while just to lick my wounds, but I always came back again, and I tried again, and I kept trying, and I kept trying, and I kept trying, and I believe I finally got it. I believe I tapped into what's for me. And so how I know that is, and to my point to Jonathan, and to the point where God gives the vision to 3+ supporters, is when I began woodworking last year,